Ooh, new patch.
WRFB, Radio Free Virginia. And no other better freaking place in the world than Deltona, Florida. Here you are, launch with no other than a dynamic duo, Laz and Jack.
And greetings, everybody. This is Laz.
And this is Jack, and today we are joined in the studio by Scroda.
Casey Cupcakes.
And Casey Cupcakes.
How you doing today, guys? What's going
Wait,
on?
Casey is here now.
Yeah,
what?
he did, but he lit up and he didn't come out. He would have been on cue.
Oh, yeah. Damn.
Yeah, he would have been on cue. He was sounding good last we spoke.
Yeah.
I don't know what happened to him there.
He's switching computers again, probably. Now, I just received a Steam alert right as the show was beginning, and saying that there was a new patch.
They're killing us lately, putting these patches out just as we're going on. We're not going to worry about it right now, but we will be able to go ahead and pull up the updates for everybody and go through those. For the record, today is March 4th, 2016 here in Shroud and the Avatar, and that means we have the star-long interview right after the show today. We're going to take an hour break. We're going to come on back at 2 o'clock Central Standard Time, New Britannia time, and we're going to have Starlong here with us in-game and on video here in stream. And we're going to get down and dirty about player-owned towns, lot deeds, placement, all sorts of great stuff pertaining to the land rush and anything else that we can touch on while we've got him here. Now, we've been forewarned that he's insanely hungover this morning. I wonder why. I don't know what you're talking about, Jack.
I was going to tell you that there might be a little problem with just...
Yeah, you're breaking up here.
Yeah, it's terrible.
You want to move it on over into TS? We're over there. We can easily hot mic that as well. Let's see what happens when these guys come in and out here.
Everything's fine.
Oh man, everybody's breaking up today. What's going on? Alright, bring it on over to TeamSpeak if we have to. So we can get everybody on the same channel. Hang on there. Hang on a second.
Me neither.
So you should hear me over here with an open mic now? No? Hold on. Sorry, folks. We'll be right with you. A little technical difficulty there with our voice software today.
It's working.
Where are you hearing me? One, two, three. Alright, we lost everybody. At least they lost me. I'm going to try and reset this here as well for everybody. Hopefully we'll get everybody back on one page here in just a moment. We apologize. We'll try and get everybody back into voice chat.
Yep. Now he's back.
Hello.
Yay!
Can you hear me now? Yes.
Hi there.
Yeah.
All right.
So Discord's having some problems today, it appears. So.
Yeah, it's a little odd.
Now
remember, we do have
now,
a TeamSpeak server, so.
I know. I mean, if these problems continue, we'll just move back over there because that button is still on the official page on
Yes,
NBNN.info.
Yes, it is. Jesus.
And
what's wrong today.
we are actually joined today by Tino. How you doing, Tino?
Merrick?
Merrick. Yeah, normally he's hanging out in my YouTube channel.
Oh, cool. Welcome to the show
cool.
today. So meanwhile, back to where we were, is trying to get everything sorted here. Today we have Star Long. I don't know if everybody heard that when we were doing the intro here. But looking forward to it today. Again, we've been forewarned that Star was insanely hungover, in his own words, today. So I promised we'd be nice and go easy on him.
Now, I don't know how someone is hungover when their idea of taking a shot occasionally is just putting the cup up to their mouth and getting their lips wet and then dropping it down.
Are you saying
of course,
Star wasn't doing full shots?
No, well, the first few were full shots. But after a while, it became, oh man, I don't know if I'm going to be able to do this. Now, okay,
And
so
we don't
today
know what
I'm
happened
going to
during
try.
the rest of the day. You know, they could have continued the party for all we know.
Yeah, it's possible.
That's quite possible down there. That once the booze got flowing and things got loose, you know, they got some ideas going and some juices, creative juices, hopefully flowing, and maybe we got some good ideas out of that. Who knows? I guess we'll find out here shortly. We'll get to ask those questions when he joins us here.
Or it was drunken debauchery.
I'm telling you, well, it's always fun when they get down there, and I think $100 was a little too easy for this crowd.
Oh, yeah.
Way too easy for this crowd. I was talking with some folks over in another team speak, and they were just, doing the same thing. They decided to upgrade this, upgrade that. Who the hell is this calling here?
It's not me. I'll tell you that much. I don't have your home phone number. Yeah. So, okay. Personally, for me, this last hangout was not as informative as some of the past ones. Chris Spears is out with the flu, so we wish him well, and we hope that for a speedy recovery. Scroda, what was your opinion of this last hangout?
I thought it was interesting. I liked the hearing about the stats about the hats.
Yeah, I mean that was kind of interesting, but you know how normally they'll talk about like changes to the game that's upcoming, what they're working on. There wasn't as much of that in this hangout as there was in previous hangouts.
Yes, I figured out what's going on. Some doctor is trying to send a fax, and it's most likely the wrong number. Why does
Good times.
ringing off the hook?
Turn the ringer off.
Yeah, well, I have to get up and go, and no, it's not that bad. It just sounds like a busy office, and for those folks that are on the radio who don't know anybody. No, but anyway, it was fun to watch. It was fun to see them talk. Now, of course, we were expecting 2 hours. That was what was posted originally. And it seems that, some people are just not getting the message. Maybe it was cut a little short. I know we usually run it over, so maybe that's why they advertised 2 hours. Fun nonetheless. Always great to see. And, with the absence of Chris, I think Chris, it would have been a little bit more fun watching him join in on the fun.
Yeah, but we did have Lum drop a mother effer.
Yes, we did. Oh, that was fun. That was fun. We went rated R there for a moment, and that was pretty cool.
It's okay. It was rather funny because
I wanted his vodka. Damn it! I don't blame the man.
Listen, mother effer.
Yeah, that was great. That was great. Yeah, I love this shit. That's why we do this, just for all the little fun stuff that happens during the postmortems. A lot of good information out there. Some information, we got a lot of those questions answered that were in the question and answer section. Do we want to cover some of that today, or how do we want to do that today, Jack?
Yeah, we can, but I need to go find it.
I'm sure it's just a mouse click or 3 away. Let's see what we got.
Yeah.
As we go out and pull this up here.
I think what we should do first is look at some of the 96 replies on the... okay, yeah, PKU had a ton of questions answered.
Yes, I got the replies there. Let's go down and see, where is the other one?
I've got the questions up, but I didn't write down the replies. We did get to meet the new guys on screen,
Yes,
so that was
nice.
interesting.
That was nice to see the new guys step in and introduce themselves to everybody. We talk about them every day since we do go over the stand-up corner every day. And
Yep, and we know when they're hired.
This allows us to see who's coming, who's going, aside from the trips you guys make down there every once in a while to say hello and keep up on the news. That's funny. UO2. There's a lot of people who are calling it that too. If you pay attention out there on YouTube and the Twitch streams, I've caught many of people who are streaming Shroud and Avatar and Ultima Online.
Yeah, as UO2.
Too. Yeah. People are doing it all over the place. It's going to have that tag forever and ever as far as I'm concerned. While it's not an officially called a UO2, people are going to refer to that over the years. I'm almost sure of it. And again, while we do stress that this is a spiritual successor to Ultima's, as well as Ultima Online, how does Richard actually put it? Is it just Ultima in general does he use?
Just spiritual successor to the Ultima series.
Yeah, to the Ultima series. So this is a big ball of wax we're talking about, not just Ultima Online.
Yeah, I mean, even the mythology of the two moons that collided, being Feluca and Tremel, that's an homage to Ultima Online and the two worlds there. Then the use of the avatar, and it's even the introductory scene. Instead of going into a gypsy wagon, you're pulled up to Arabella. Who was the name of the gypsy?
Yeah.
Although we are not in Sheboygan, Wisconsin. Was that where it was at?
Sheboygan.
Whatever. I'm not from Wisconsin.
Neither am I.
I don't.
It's a funny word.
Yeah.
Sheboygan. It's almost as good.
Yeah. So I know. We have all kinds of references to the Ultima universe.
Absolutely.
The biggest difference is going to be the virtue system. Instead of the 8 virtues, it's been consolidated down to 3 virtues. But those are seen as overarching virtues. And so one of the things early on, right now they're saying that they don't know the names of the moons, but early on, the 8 moons that are rotating around, I was told that they were actually named after the anti-virtues. So that would be another homage to Ultima series, naming the moons after the anti-virtues.
Well, that's cool. And of course we see a lot of little, the way I like to call them, Lord British nuances thrown into the game. There's just certain things that are in many of the games that Richard's done. Hang on. That people look for, when they're playing these games. Everything from, the quest lines and storylines to objects falling out of the sky that might kill you, which I understand is now functional in game. Am I correct in that?
I don't know. I'm not wearing a Lord British cloak.
It's supposed to be.
It's supposed to be functional in the game. I'm going to have to break that out and play around with it for a while. We got Old Geezer Crushing and Tina Crushing here joining us today on the property, as it may be, in the studio. Now, Old Geezer, of course, you can come. Yeah, we get good reports. The radio's working well there, so that's cool.
Good. So it was a service provider issue. Yep.
At this point, don't know. Like I said, last night we were hanging out talking, prepping for today's interview. I just noticed that everything seemed to be back normal and functional the way I'm used to seeing it, visually at least. So I'm not complaining. If something was broke, it looks like it's fixed now. We did everything we could, and hopefully we don't have it again. But we do have workarounds and blah blah. So carry on and listen to WRFB Radio Free Britannia here in Shroud and the Avatar.
And don't forget, if you want to say something in Discord, feel free to do it.
Yes,
Tenno,
come
that
on
means
down.
you speak up.
Something.
Talk to us. Come to NBNN.info. Use the Discord app right there to come log in and say hello to us, talk to us. Tell us what your thoughts are. Anybody who watched the postmortem yesterday, want to come in and chat about it, we'd love to have you. Phaedra, how you doing today? Thanks for joining us. Welcome to the stream. There's another virtual newcomer to the crowd. Phaedra's making a wave out there in the forums and other places. Good to see her joining us here. See, Old Geezer's just loving the new dances, him and Tina there.
I would say that I really like the purple colors that they're using for their suits.
Yes, that's
for their
probably
riding
the
outfit.
royal elderberry that he's got going on there. And of course, the matching names, husband-wife names, Old Geezer and Tina. Now, Old Geezer is a trip. He's the guy who does our intro every day that you listen to. We got that one. Sticking his face out for a kiss.
He just wants to give you some love.
I know. He's just showing Laz some love here. Yeah, I love this shit. What can I say? A Kush lady out there joining us. Yes, loud newcomer. Phaedra, definitely voice out there in the world, and love to see new voices come out and assert themselves in the forums and other places, because every voice we get out there is important. Everybody who's got anything to do with this game, you have a voice, and if you don't say anything, your voice is not heard. Something that Jack and I used to really harp on a lot. I don't care if you're Duke pledge level or you're $45 pledge level. You have access to the forums. You have just as much access to the development team as anybody else in this game. Now, of course, we do interviews. We have people who actually live down there, so we have a little bit more contact. But for the most part, they'll answer phones, they'll answer emails, they'll answer forum posts. And as you heard them say in the postmortem, find Lord British in game. He'll be more than happy to chat with you. Same with any of the other developers. More than happy to stop and chat and answer questions. You'll find the Attenwood in game all the time. Answering questions and helping people out and all that fun stuff. So these guys are here, they are active, and they are accessible. I can't stress that enough here. It's just, And again, it's unprecedented to see the staff and the developers spending this kind of time and making this kind of effort, as Star calls it, co-development with the player base and with the community. And again, I'm digging it. Take my money, please. I saw this, I signed on, and we dove headlong, and here we are today. Go figure. Shroud is having a little Discord issues there. I'm just going to suggest logging and relogging.
Yeah.
What's that?
Yeah, so am I. Let me do that real quick.
Yeah, if you have to do that, we'll see if that just works as we go back and forth here. Again, we do have the other server over there, if we need.
Okay, I'm back.
Now, Scroto, you hear me over here? No, he doesn't, because my mic's not active over there. So I'll have to fix that. But meanwhile, it's moving right along.
So let's see. Let's look at some of the questions that we know that were asked yesterday. One is the buying points.
Yeah,
You can own multiple homes.
We're gonna have to move it over to the other side.
Okay.
Let's bring it
go
on
back
over there
for
just
TeamSpeak.
real quick. This way we don't kill the next 40 minutes. Bear with us, folks. We're just gonna switch voice service here real quick. And we'll be right
Disconnected.
now. Of course, I've got a live mic here right into the stream, so that does not affect me for the most part. Now I hear Scroda over on the other side.
Shame about
Don't get
Discord.
looped. Where are you guys?
Maybe it's a DDoS.
No. It's well, you never know. It's
Someone's mad.
Jack's just gotta unmute his microphone to get over here. So, where are you coming in, Jack? We have Maynard joining us today. Thanks for joining us, Maynard. We won't tell the boss that you're joining us for work. We'll keep that nice and quiet over there. Okay, so let's see what these guys are saying over here.
I can barely hear Jack,
Okay.
but not really.
Hang on. He says he thinks
He's saying-
I'm muted. Let me see. Unmute. There he is. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
There we go.
You're extremely quiet in TeamSpeak.
User entered your channel.
Alrighty. We have everybody back on the same page now?
Yeah. The TeamSpeak issue is probably based off of voice volume. You probably need just turn me up. You can just right click on my name and raise my volume. I hate issues.
Yeah.
I mean,
well,
yeah.
Thankfully, we
Yeah.
do have the backup here for everybody, and that's a good thing.
Yeah, when either Discord's being DDoSed or it is growing pains. So let's go back to talking about the postmortem. So one of the things that I was talking about was the owning the homes and the one bind point. And this goes back to their desire for people to actually use the overworld map and to actually walk everywhere for the control points. But it still doesn't prevent you from like recalling or teleporting to a friend.
Right,
So
but with
number
the
of bind
rate
points doesn't
restriction,
matter.
if you're out mining now, no more carry until you're overloaded to hell and walking like an old man constipated for a week. You just teleport. You can't do that anymore. Now, of course, I know people are already finding ways around it. I've already figured a way around it. And
Called a mule character.
yeah, I mean, or it's called, have somebody in your guild drop everything and teleport back and forth. We figure the max weight limits out, which is very easy to do. You have somebody who has a huge shit ton of strength, and he teleports back and forth all day long.
Yeah.
It doesn't stop what they're trying to stop, unfortunately.
Well,
Oh, if they
that-
put
that just-
limits on it.
Yeah, they'll probably put limits into the frequency at which you can teleport really soon. Because as they see that people are teleporting back and forth, they can see that becomes a game mechanic exploit. And then from there, it's just a matter of saying, okay, you can only teleport once every 15 minutes.
Well, which used to be the case, but even then, multiple characters. Again, they talked about it yesterday. They talked about the good and evil. People who want to play characters with a good alignment. Was it a good alignment, evil alignment? How did they put that? What was the specific wording on that one?
I can't remember. I was more entertained by the drinking.
Yeah, as was everybody else. People were more entertained that every time the Star looked up, Dallas was there with another, $200, another $300, another
Like
$500.
more shots.
Were
More
they
prizes.
using my shot glasses?
Yeah. Yes, he was.
they were.
He was
Yes,
using
they
the
were.
Casey Cupcakes Dark Star shot glass. Yes, he was.
I think Lum was also using his Casey Cupcake
I
shot
would,
glass
I
as
would
well.
assume they were using their shot glasses that were personalized if they had them. Let's put it that way.
Yeah, there's quite a bit of them up there for them.
I don't know. I mean, does Finn have one? Finn's got one. I'm sure he was using it. He started drinking tequila for crying out loud. God bless that guy. That's
Tequila.
youth for you. That's youth for you.
No, but at the same time, Finn was like, I don't drink very often, but I'll join you when you hit $500 more.
Yeah.
He doesn't. I could get him to at the holiday party.
Well,
It's,
he
we
drinks
hit that
beer.
500. They hit that like boom. People wanted to see him drink.
Yeah. So.
I know where 8 of those came from.
Yeah, so do I.
Yeah.
I know where 8 of those in a row came from.
8 of the final 9.
An old geezer's giving me his hand. Is that a proposal?
Was he on one knee? That's the real question.
He was not, thankfully.
Okay. Okay.
Because I was seated, and that would have been a little. I'll have to add that to the piano.
Maybe he was trying to look up your skirt,
Oh, maybe. Let's see.
and he didn't even try to tell me that it was a kilt you're wearing. He just said, "Yeah, maybe."
Let's see. We're gonna make the piano full of hands. How about that?
Yeah, there was the question by Deliverance about the fiddle going into the game. I refuse to call it a violin when the name is Deliverance. That is, yes, it will go in at some point. I think that was the answer.
And
it?
multiple others. They want multiple other
I'm lost.
Are you?
instruments they have planned
You
already.
know the violin?
Yeah.
They actually did ask that question during the post-mortem.
About being able to move with it?
Well, about
Oh
being
yeah,
able
also
to.
about moving with the instruments as well, because Richard wants marching bands.
I
Yeah,
thought
that
that
would
was
be
Star
awesome.
who wanted marching
Yeah.
bands.
Wait,
I thought it was Star who said that
no
he
one
wanted the
moved my
marching.
hand off the piano. Is that
No, your
Laz?
hand's
Is
still on the
Laz? Is that
piano.
your hand on there as well?
Old geezer
Down the
just
top?
gave me his hand.
There's
so
an old geezer.
I decided that we're going to put
Crushing.
hands and
Yeah.
skulls on the
Yeah.
piano, and I
No,
finally
but if you
located
look,
my skull.
the skeletal
And then there's
hand on the
yours, yeah.
keyboard
Yeah,
is mine.
I
Okay.
know, and we can't move it.
So Laz is placing.
Oh, I can move it.
He placed his skull.
There we go.
More body parts. Oh, he just moved
No.
your hand.
Why'd you move my hand off the keys?
Because I
Uh-oh, it's
could.
fighting
Why?
time.
Oh,
Oh, even better. Okay.
my
I
hand
see.
deserves to be on the keys.
Okay. Well,
And
We'll put it
Laz
back.
has completely forgotten that he needs to like do something to speak in TeamSpeak as he's trying to
Oh,
move
yeah.
things.
Oh, right. You don't have your mic live in TeamSpeak.
I did not do that. Well, they're hearing me out there.
Yeah.
I'm having a good time with it.
And why'd you move my hand?
Because I could. You told me it was stuck the other day, and you couldn't
No,
move it.
I didn't want it moved. I
I'll put
I
it
wanted
back.
my jaw bone. Yeah, the hand definitely deserves to be tickling the ivories.
Right? It's like it's
Okay.
magical.
Yeah,
All
so
right.
let's go back to
Test one.
post-mortem stuff. Otherwise, we're going to sit here and watch Laz decorating, or attempting to decorate, as he moves the piano away from old geezer.
Yeah, no, I'm not going to do that.
Hey, you should do /dance4 right now. No, Laz should do it.
I'll do
Like
anything.
that? Yeah, massaging old geezer crushing while he's playing piano?
Yes. Okay, so Quentin's question about the dyes being so expensive, and that was one where it's like, it really is, you know what, we're still developing, we don't even have a functional economy yet, and we don't know what prices should be at this point. And so, you know what, I mean, $250 for dyes may or may not be expensive later on.
No. Now, again, I think
Yeah.
it's going to go the other way. I think it's going to skyrocket. I think he's, he thinks the prices are high now. I think later on they're going to be even more
Yeah.
so.
Well, it's kind of like the prices of the lot deeds, even in Owl's Head,
And
because in Owl's Head they're half off. But it used to be that you could buy a row house deed for $40,000 or 40,000 gold, and they have adjusted those prices considerably.
Yes. Now, there are still two different prices out there. You can find them in the Owl's Head price on those buildings is one, and all the other vendors is another price for people who don't know that right now. I hope that's going to get fixed and changed, and that when we get to release, everybody's going to have all one price. Although, it'll be interesting to see, whether people catch on. We know prices fluctuate up and down. But, more questions. What else did we get answered yesterday?
We had Kazan's very specific question about the what scenes are going in for Elysium, and they are all tier 4 and above, and there's 5 adventure scenes that are going in release 28, and they're going to be using clone scenes for populating the overworld map, and they're going to be doing like 2/3 of the world this release, and then finishing it up with the next release. So the scenes will all be there. They will not be customized until later on. They just want to get everything out there so that way we have more adventure scenes. And this is one where I think that like newbie tutorials need to be redone based off of, hey, you're coming into Solace Bridge. Here's where you should be hunting for these levels.
Yeah.
And then after that, or you are coming into Blood River. This is the best places for you to hunt at this level. And instead of focusing everything on the Hidden Veil is by far, it is not part of the storyline, and it really was there as
Lum's not happy
early
with the
development.
Hidden Veil right now. He wants everybody to stay out of the Hidden Veil.
Wait, he just wants to delete the Hidden Veil and completely redo it.
Oh, is that what it is? All the bugs? Is he just wants to wipe it out and do it fresh from scratch?
Probably.
Okay. Maynard, thanks for joining us. We appreciate you stopping in.
And guys, remember, if you want, we had to migrate off of Discord for this show because of technical problems with the Discord app. So if you want to come join us in TeamSpeak, remember that is still on nbnn.info. And you can come in here and you can give us your feedback from watching the postmortem. I think everybody was distracted by the drinking. I know I was, and the slurring of speech and laughing at Star and Lum as they were just getting drunker and drunker.
Absolutely, yeah. It was fun.
Yeah, so I mean, like most of these questions I don't even remember being discussed. It was more about, more drinks. And the grand
More
total
drinks.
was supposed to be
37, 38 shots, something like that.
38 shots, so $3,800 was raised during that.
Not bad for a little impromptu fundraiser.
I need to complete
No.
the NBNN at-home drinking kit so that you can drink along with the devs.
Oh, that's funny. Okay, let's talk about that. Does that include a personalized shot glass from Casey Cupcakes out there?
It'll include a NBNN / soda shot glass.
A miniature bottle of Tito's vodka.
Nah,
Or
then
do
I'd
we
have
get
to,
the
like,
full?
check
Or do we
ages.
get the
They'd have
full
to buy their own.
175 with that?
They'd have to buy their own on that so that I don't have to check ages.
What else do we include? We include a couple coasters, a couple napkins to wipe your chin with when you're slobbering afterwards.
An airbag.
That's funny. I don't know. You shouldn't say things like that. It gets my mind working. We may have to do something like that for Hobloth.
I'm
we're going to be
working
doing
on
all
a
kinds
shot
of weird
glass.
things for Hodloff. I should tell you all about this. So, someone wants to propose a quest where it is strip fighting.
Like naked
It's
brawls here
not
in
me.
Trinity Avatar?
Uh-oh. Is that like
Yeah,
strip
so-
poker?
Skibby Shuffle?
It's like strip poker, but so you touch a person's piece of clothing, they have to take it off. And you cannot kill the person until they're nude.
Interesting.
Now,
Nice.
the funny thing about this is a proposed quest for Hobloth. Whether or not it actually happens is debatable. I doubt anybody ever wants to see me naked, so I will
Oh, I
not
don't know
be
about
participating.
that. Yeah, in this crowd, I noticed several guys dying to see you naked. You know,
It's not
DD
fair,
out
like,
there,
some
you know,
people
he's
will
just
only-
waiting for those pictures so he can spread them all over the internet on you.
And do I happen to know the person who proposed this?
Yes, you do. And it was not Rustic Dragon.
Idiot Noob.
But-
That's a name I haven't
but
seen
Rustic-
in a while.
I know, but he said I have the wrong date somewhere, and I don't know where that date is coming from.
What if you only wear one piece of clothing?
I don't know, but it's like, what happens if I wear the skimpiest, like, G-string that I can find, and I fight
Maple
like that?
Leaf Banana Hammock.
Yes, I still want the maple leaf banana hammocks. That way, when next time I can go to Hawaii, I can be like, I'm Canadian,
You're too much.
I think it would be funny. I mean, yeah.
So what's the next question?
Yeah, now, I had one over here. Hold on, let me pull that back up. Is one of the questions that Wolftom asked was, can you push the ability to choose the different POT zone points ahead of the post-wipe schedule? And, of course, we got an answer to that.
What was the answer to that?
No.
Those
Reason
dirty
being,
bastards.
of course, that they've laid out a schedule and a layout of where they want to go and what they believe is most important to get this out to release. And if you push one thing, another thing gets pushed out. You know, it's a vicious cycle. You bump one thing for another to get it in. No, they're just going to keep everything the way it is, and when it comes online, basically. Was what
And there's
the
some
answer
people
was.
that are pretty upset about pots. So
Oh,
I
well.
was gonna guess the answer. beforehand.
Well, I'll tell you what.
That's
That's
why you need to
right
pay
now.
attention to our interview.
At 5 o'clock this
attention to our
afternoon,
interview.
you come
Yeah.
back and talk to us, because that may be a whole new different world out there after 5 o'clock this afternoon.
Well, our interview starts at 3, though, right?
3 my time, 2 o'clock
Oh, so
Central
4.
Standard Time.
Okay,
2 o'clock Central Standard Time, about an hour after the show ends here today. We're going to have
Okay.
Starlong here. We're going to go in-depth on player-owned housing, lot deeds, and everything and anything interconnected with it that we can touch on to get a lot of clarity. Everything from templates and biomes to placement, and, you know,
Will you be sure to ask if there's going to be enough places to place houses?
yes, we will make sure that we'll be asking
Yeah.
whether you can have a place to place your lot deed when we get to release. Yes, we don't know if there's going to be enough lots out there yet. We'll make sure
Yeah,
we
so-
ask that one just from you, Casey. Now, real quick, old Geezer and Tina want to play something for us. Let's.
Old Geezer's busy.
So So now that he knows, Shroud, go ahead and let Tina and old geezer step on up here. Oh yeah. I don't know. I didn't like the way that ended, man. I want more.
That tone, yeah.
I want more. They shouldn't have ended it that way. All right. Well, old geezer and Tina.
Old geezer's got his drums out.
Let's see.
Into
what
the
he's
loop.
got.
Are they synced? Are they synced?
I'm sure he is. Old geezer is the master at this.
I should probably turn up the
I want to
music
move up to
volume.
them so that the stream can hear it.
I can hear it.
I hear it just
Okay.
fine.
I just cranked the volume. I think I know this song.
I love this shit. I'm telling you.
Oh yeah. The driving drum beat.
Oh, Phaedra joining us here. Yeah, I'm digging it. Yeah, Geezer's got this stuff down. Yeah, old Geezer loves this stuff. Got a whole
Oh, yeah.
library. The Devil's Song. Is that the name of it?
Oh, I can't think of the name of it. But it's
Devil
on
went
the tip
down to
of my tongue.
Georgia.
Right.
Yeah.
There you go. Yeah.
Funny thing is I can't hear due to me not plugging in my headset until after Shroud was loaded, but just guessing by the Devil's Song.
Oh, well, yeah, you got it.
Yeah, Geezer takes some time when he does these songs. You usually really kill him. As you hear it, yeah.
Oh yeah.
And I'm digging that the sound is all nice and viable. They've been playing with the sounds or just in sounds.
Oh yeah. I mean, it's like instrument volume is actually tied to instrument volume, so I can play around with that slider now.
Yeah, neither
love
one
it.
seems to be overbearing the other either. Very nice.
And so yeah, I'm playing around with the sliders right now just because I can. But the sliders now work in game.
Lasment in the song itself.
Oh yeah.
Alrighty.
Excellent job there.
Cheering and crowding from
Like
the
old
audience.
Very nice.
Sit here.
Very good job by Old Geezer and Tina.
Love it.
Yeah.
Love it.
I just realized we have 15 minutes left of the show. We haven't really talked about the patch notes or the stand-up corner that was published today.
Did we actually get a stand-up today? I wasn't expecting one. Okay.
Yeah, there
let's,
was. It actually came out before the show.
Oh, it was
Star wrote it, man.
Star do it. Yeah, if Star's doing
Nope.
it, always gets out
Nope.
early in the day. That's right. I forget
Rick
that.
did it.
Oh,
Rick
Rick
did
did.
it.
What? Shenanigans.
Yeah.
Shenanigans.
Yes. So patch notes. Since there was the patch that did come out earlier today, let me go ahead and send you the link to
Yeah,
that.
put the link up
It
there
is-
because I
it
don't
is-
have that.
It is another quickie. It is another quickie as far as the patch notes. It was to fix various sound effects so they are properly connected to the volume controls, including various harvesting and portals problems. And then they also fixed the shrunken guard towers. So if you notice, there are lots of known issues. There are still some issues, like if you look at distant tree billboards, what may have a white outline that is especially noticeable at night. That is all Unity 4 trees, so that is an old issue. So that is the patch notes. That came out at noon today, so before the show. But then also the stand-up corner came out before the show as well.
Wow, that's unusual. Well, let's hit the stand-up corner for Friday.
Yeah, this is the stand-up corner for Friday, March 4th, which is today.
Yay!
Yay. Okay, are you ready to look at it?
I got it up. I'm highlighted. I'm ready to rock and roll. Bug,
Are you sure about that?
bug,
Okay, so
bug.
over in the art department, Bob is working on the Cobalt Castle and Throne and Cobalt Row homes. Ooh, so Cobalt Row homes means that we're going to get some new row houses in the add-on store probably.
Be nice.
New Guy Fletcher is working
Guy
on equipment
Fletch.
fitting. Matt is working on facial animations, and Reed is working on the row home collision. So maybe he'll fix the stair problem.
Nice.
Over in design, Dan is working on Elysium and Quell new scenes. Ben is working on the release 27 bugs
Bug.
and release 28 tasks. Dina is working on community and customer service and Hangout follow-up and
That's gonna be
update
a
support.
hell of a follow-up.
Support.
Yeah. Keith is working on support. What the hell? Keith is working on Playertown Criers and Playertown Bugs.
Bug.
Criers.
Sorcerer Steve is working on Brittany.
I love Steve. You go, Steve.
Yes. Eric over in tech. Eric is working on Wisp behaviors. Wow. I mean, this is a long time coming. This has
Long
been pushed.
time coming.
The Wisp has
Behaviors.
only been pushed back.
I think we was talking about that when we
for
first
almost
started this
a
show a
year.
year ago.
Yeah.
My
yeah.
goodness.
Wisp has been delayed. Wisp has been delayed.
Wisp has
So-
been forgotten about. Wisp is
Yeah.
now back. Yay.
Yeah. And faction flee behavior. So factions might be coming
Ooh, interesting.
and laying down actions. We're going to be able to sleep with each other.
Hey, we got to make kids
Yeah.
somehow.
Yep. Yes. So Jason is working on the jukebox and sheet music tests and bands.
Nice.
Wizard Smoke is working on the character sheet and skill category icons. One and Only is working on the jukebox and broadcasting.
I'm liking
Burning-
those words. Loving these words.
Yep. Burning Toad is working on live builds and client crash examinations. And
Examinations.
32-bit executable execution.
He's going to execute the executables.
That is correct. Tassilo is working on the server security and Playertown form upgrades and accounting. Zach Shepard is working on the crafting book, recipe book, and crafting bugs.
Bug.
Over in QA, we have Michael
Michael.
working on sanity and forms and audio testing. Reese was working on the sanity testing.
Oh,
And-
my.
Oh my. The production management other group, Gorn was working on the Hangout and update of the avatar prep. Michael Hutchison was working on the Oracle confirmatory polish and live bugs.
Bug. We're going to have live
Again.
bugs? Ooh.
Live bugs. So
Wiggly,
maybe he's
wiggly
working on
crawly
cockroaches.
bugs?
I don't know.
Really worm bugs? I don't know.
Lord British was working on general direction and general business and general playtesting and general British.
And General British, yes, in general.
He's working on all kinds of generals. Yeah, generally.
Generally speaking, of course, yes.
Yeah. Chaos was working on customer service and library testing. And Darkstar was working on the Hangout and Forums and Jira and Release 27 patch correction.
And Hangover.
And hangover. And extreme hangover, that's right.
Yeah. Well, if you notice, Lum is not there at the office today.
Yeah, did not notice that. Nice catch. Or at least he's just MFing his way around the office after yesterday, and they're just leaving him alone.
He's like,
that was too funny,
mother
man.
effer,
That was
let me
classic.
sleep. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's, we're gonna have to go. I'm gonna have to go clip that one out for posterity's sake, so we have a little
Listen,
clip of
motherfucker.
I have to get that done
soundboard.
this weekend.
Yeah.
We
Well,
use that
that-
whenever we want to get a point across. We'll have Lum. Listen.
Yeah. Yeah, so that was the dev hangout from today, so this morning. So
That was this
thank you
morning's
to
get
Chaos
together.
for posting that on time.
Now, of course, coming up again, 2 o'clock this afternoon, an hour after we end here, which will be just in a few minutes. We're going to be bringing you an interview with Starlong. We will be back here in game, in Twitch, on YouTube, on NBNN, on WRFB, and we will have an in-depth interview with Starlong pertaining to lot deeds, towns,
Fair
you name it.
housing.
And
Yeah.
of course,
we do have a few other
hangovers.
questions in there, but yeah.
Yes, Jack and I took the base questions that we had structured, and we spent a couple hours last night going over them in detail, making sure that we clarified and quantified, the questions so that we're very concise, very straightforward about what we want to ask, as well as allow Star to give us the most concise answer that we can get so everybody can understand it, and we can
And,
have a little fun with it as we're going along as well. So it's going to be a good time. We're going to have Star here. We're going to answer a lot of questions that are burning on people's mind. We're going to kick a couple hornets' nests, and hopefully not
couple.
stir things up too much. I know there's a lot of people waiting for this stuff.
I just love the fact that I did put that on one of the questions. This is kicking the hornet's nest.
Actually, Casey Cupcakes just says that. And what he doesn't know is that's our very first question.
Our first question is about cannibalism.
That's right. Just because
Cannibalism,
we can.
why he's against it, and number 3 needs to be cupcakes.
I was going to try and squeeze cupcakes in there, but we've had the answer from Richard for ages now. We just gotta slide one of those jawbones into the recipe, and we're good. Shh. Don't tell anybody. Don't tell anybody.
Bone marrow makes for fabulous.
Fabulous sauces and other things. Roux, stocks.
Jello.
Jello, yeah,
Jello,
gelatin's, that's right. Bone
Gelatin
marrow
is straight
classic.
from Barum.
That's right.
Yeah.
Well, let's hit the calendar today. Let's say our thank yous, and let's go ahead and roll out of here. We're going to have a quick break, which an hour to us is not really a quick break to roll around.
Means I get to run over, find some food, and drive immediately back. So today we are going to do the weekend calendar. Remember, the calendar is provided by Avatar Circle, and what we do for the weekend calendar is we take off all the media events, and then from there,
Which one do we
will
take
go
in
ahead and
there?
read
Is
it.
It's the,
Eighth Revision Alliance.
there we go.
Okay, so today we do have the NBNN interview with Starlong. Then at 7 o'clock, if you are interested in some PvE, you can join the Phoenix Republic, which is going to be Kazan Phoenix Fire or Malakis, and go do some hunting with them. If you're into PvP, you can always go to the City of Vengeance for some open PvP. That event will last for an hour. If don't feel like hunting and killing monsters and you don't feel like killing players, you can always join Bowen Bloodgood and Kara Drawkwitch with Friday Night Astronomy between 7:30 and 8:30. Then after that, on Saturday, the Pack Slayer working hours is 9 a.m. Central Standard Time. That's going to be going to either Winfield or Sean Silverfoot. Make sure that they are in your friends list. Then we have at 11 o'clock the Church of the Dark Star with Amber Rain as well as Kazan Phoenix Fire. So that is going to be taking place in Radio City, I believe.
At the church.
Church of the Dark Star and Pack Slayer.
Pack Slayer, yes.
Yeah. So at 2 o'clock, the Baron League is doing their Construction, Harvest, and Craft Festival. That is going to start. That is going to last for 3 hours out in Baron's Reach, and so you can go learn about harvesting and crafting and do all kinds of other things with the Baron League. I love the Bear Tavern guys.
Yeah, they do some great stuff.
Oh yeah. Then at 6 o'clock, the Port Phoenix is going to, or the Phoenix Republic is going to have a social night out in Port Phoenix. So you can go do a little bit of everything. They don't have any real plans. You'll just have to contact Kazan Phoenix Fire for details. At 8 o'clock, there is a one-on-one tournament, which is the longest running PvP tournament in Shroud of the Avatar out in Vengeance. That begins at between 8 and 9:30. Then on Sunday, we have the Pack Slayer meeting at 8:30 a.m. for the Aussies and those on the other side of the world. That's the early morning meeting with Winfield. At 2:30 is Gusball training with the Every Virtue is Lasting guys. That's going to be a 30-minute practice before the actual Gusball matches.
Gusball games.
Yes, that is going to last between 3 and 5. Remember, the location varies, and so wherever they find a field, they'll set up and do it. You can either contact Sand, Seamus McGinnis, or Bambino for getting to that event. At 5 o'clock is going to be the Every Virtue is Lasting Bucket Helm Hat Quest and Challenge. So since where there are no more hats provided by Portalarium, this is where EVL has decided that, hey, we're going to continue the tradition of the Hat Quest, and please come out and join us. And
good stuff.
If you complete the quest, you will receive a copy of the bucket helm that they crafted. At 5 o'clock is the BMC Gridiron registration. The registration lasts between 5 and 5:30, and the actual fights begin at 5:30 promptly. If you think that you can register at 5:31, that is not going to happen. It is bracketed, and everything begins. It is one-on-one fights, no holds barred. Then at 7 is the normal Pack Slayer meeting, just in Pack Slayer, and just contact Winfield for that. And I'm seeing messages come across. Yes, the bucket helm is not limited or rare. It is an in-game item, so it will not be persistent after wipe. Then the best event of the week, which is Fishing with Winfield.
Fishing with Winfield.
Some random pond somewhere. John Silverfoot is the one that scouts those locations, and they decide before the meeting where they're going to go, and then everybody skedaddles after the meeting and hangs out for a while and fishes.
Absolutely.
And that is the calendar for this March 4th through the 6th.
It is.
In Shroud of the Avatar.
And we're getting really tight here, so we're going to go ahead and thank our sponsors out there today. Of course, Relics by Rild. For all your licensed soda swag, check out relicsbyrild.com. Use the promo code NBNN, and you'll get 10% off your purchase at relicsbyrild.com. Of course, the good folks over at sodamap.com, actually the good folk, Jacob White, great product out there, great resource for travel needs. Soda Taming, Soda Craft, and of course our good friends over at Soda Marketplace. You want to tell us a little about the
Shroud
marketplace?
Marketplace.
Shroud Marketplace.
Shroud Marketplace allows you to register as a vendor and set up your own shop so that way you can sell those extra rare items that you want to make a profit on. Then from there, it small commission, 5%, which is half the commission of eBay. So
Absolutely.
then from there, you also do have to pay PayPal fees as well. But it does actually enable everybody in the community to set up their own shop and manage their own shop. So it's a lot easier. And you could even register, say you wanted to register your decorating business because you wanted people to pay you to decorate their houses.
You
This
can
is
offer
with real
services
cash
as well. That's
on,
right.
yeah.
That is right.
Kind of like someone who has offered a wedding service, wedding planning and
I know
event
what you're
service. So that is
I know
in
who that is.
on there. Yeah,
I wonder
know
if
who
your
that is as
decorating
well.
is aimed at anybody in particular.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
I don't know about that. But meanwhile, we got to get out of here, folks. That's going to be a wrap for today. I'm Laz.
I'm Jack.
It's Casey Cupcakes.
This is Scroda.
And we are NBNN. Thanks to everybody out there for watching. Thank you, everybody on the streams. Thank you. Jack, you want to say your thank yous? And we're going to roll out of here.
Thank you, everybody. We can't do this without you, and thank you, Dreadfully Despised, for that. We love you.
Love you, man.
Thank you, Kush Lady, Change Tip, Epic Dags, Luca. Thank you,
Phaedra.
everybody, for watching.
forget
Thank you,
Phaedra, new joiner.
Phaedra, Old Geezer, and Tina. Thank you, everybody. We couldn't do this without you, and we do it for you guys. So thank you.
Yes, we do. Alrighty, folks. Stay tuned to NBN for more news, sports, information, interviews with Starlong coming up in about an hour. Stay tuned. We'll be back in a little while bringing you that live here on NBNN. I love this shit.
Thanks, everybody.
Justine, Jack loves you.
Justin, you rock.
You can't have him though, he's
You
not.
are the daddy.
I learned something
Jack,
today.
I'm
I'm not
right.
allowed to talk about. You are sweet.
It's either yours or Horsey's.